Go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And we are away. So looking from this helicopter cam, it looks like Stinson got a fairly good start. Izzat is not looking down the inside yet. We've got a Ferrari pushing Leica straight off the track there. I'm really not sure what happened there, but I don't think Leica's DNF, but he will have to get back on track as quickly as possible. We do have a bit of stuff going on, so let's have a look if we can see what went wrong. We've got a virtual safety car already. I'm just going to have a quick look at Leica's front wings. It looked like he got pushed right against the wall there. Yeah, it looks like he's lost quite a few winglets there. He's going to have to come into the pits as this virtual safety car is out. Now, a bit further down, we've got Rzowski. Oh, I get it. Okay, we've got Rzowski quite far behind as well, but with no damage at all on his front wing. So I think Leica may have been the only... Or was it Vilsek? Oh no, it's definitely Leica. Yes, Leica's ahead now of Vilsek, and he's got no front... Well, he's only got 2 winglets on each side, so he's lost both his end plates, unfortunately. Now, we're back to racing, so I'm going to jump back to Stinson to make sure he can defend against AJ. AJ is very close, and we've also got... defend against Izzat, sorry. Izzat is very close, and we've got AJ already battling as he goes into first place there, and Izzat spins, unfortunately. That is a very dangerous place to spin. Let's hope he waits until these drivers have passed before he tries to spin around. Yes, he does, and I'm not sure who was at fault there, but I think these guys were both going for a spot that really wasn't there for 2 drivers. So... Izzat has come out way worse. We also have Stinson dropping all the way down as well. Looks like he picked up damage into turn 1, and that puts the D1 Championship leader, AJ, all the way out in first place there. So he doesn't look like AJ's got any damage whatsoever. He's still got both of his end plates on his front wing, and all his winglets are there as well. We do have Mats and Tommy battling now, 2 guys in the Mercedes car here. Looks like Mats is trying to look around the outside, but can't get anything done yet. We also have Max dropping down a few places. Again, doesn't look like he's lost any wing, but he has gained a place from his start position, but I think he just lost a place there. Let's see how Stinson's doing. Stinson doesn't look like he's got wing damage either, and he's looking down the inside of one of these Force Indias, Mason, already. So much drama going on, and yet there is still no safety car. What is going on here? Now, Leica's obviously pitted, that's why he's come out so far behind, but currently Stinson lost 8 places. Izzat lost 14 as he comes into the pits now, maybe. Not sure. Let me jump to Izzat and see what's going on with him, because he keeps losing more and more positions here. He hasn't come into the pits, actually. His teammate goes, or his pitch black goes very wide, actually. Or is it it's Rzowski? So these two teammates are battling each other at the moment. Oof, look at that. Locks up slightly. Izzat goes very deep into the corner and manages to pull it back on track. There is so much going on right now. It's kind of hard to keep up. Always drama in Austria. It never ceases to amaze. Now, looking a bit up the field, we're going to jump up ahead because it looks like some of these drivers are pretty close. For example, we've got YBN Steving battling Tommy in 2nd place right now. He's in 3rd, and he is hunting that 2nd. He wants it. I don't think he's been on the top spot of the podium, let alone the 2nd spot yet, but this could be the first time for him. Let's hope he can get it done. And meanwhile, Mats is right behind him as he's coming out of turn 8 there, almost peeking down the inside, but slotting in behind because he knows it's not the best of places to overtake. But these drivers are still staying out, and Mats comes straight into the pits. Again, not sure if we had damage there, but Mats is in. So that puts Atomic now up to 4th place, one of our more casual drivers. Shows up every other week due to some work commitments there. But yeah, he is racing with us today, and he always puts up a good show for us. He's got his DRS open. He's got his ERS set to high only, not overtake. But he probably knows that he needs to save it for the next part of the track where it's more likely going to happen, where he can close up there as he's going into turn 3 and really get early on the throttle if he can. Looks like we've got some stuff going on in the Twitch stream. Let's have a quick peek there. So it looks like Carter is joining us in the Discord chat, in the Twitch chat. Sorry, how you doing there, Carter? We've still got a bit of a battle going on between 3rd and 2nd place. So I'm just going to stay with these guys for now until I see something closer happening a bit further down. Actually, I'll tell you what, I jumped to Jan now because it looks like he is about to make an attack. Now, we've got a yellow flag in Sector 2, but that's been cleared already because I cannot see it on track. These guys are coming into turn 6 and 7 right now. And Jan very close behind Simon. Jan is a D1 driver, Simon D2. Simon is a very fast driver who may be moving up to D1 though, so we'll have to wait and see what's going on there. But now Izat is following Vilsek just 3/10 behind as well. There's so many battles going on this track, it's kind of hard to say which one to follow, but I will do my best to keep an eye on it. I'll stick with Izat for now, and I'll get ready to switch to Stinson because it looks like he's about to do something too as that gap between him and Max is closing down. I'll switch to Stinson now and see if he can get this done. On the entry into turn 3, yes, he's got it done already. Switch to Max to see if he can outbrake him, go around the outside. No, he can't. Stinson left him enough space, but Stinson is now ahead. Now I'm going to quickly jump back down to Izat, who was following Vilsek now as they're going through turn 2, up the entry into turn 3, uphill, late braking. Can he look down the inside? Yes, he can, but he's gone deep. He's gone deep, and Vilsek may be able to fight back, which he does. He fights back, opens up that DRS. No, he doesn't. Izat had the DRS. Can Izat fight back? Doesn't look like he can, and for now Vilsek is going to stay ahead, but he got a pretty scruffy exit there. Izat looking down the outside into turn 6, already going through turn 5. Let's see if Vilsek can get it back. No, he can't. He's dropped back as Simon picks up a 3-second time penalty. It's all going on here. It's all going on. What a fantastic race. Now a bit further up the field. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll switch to Mats here, because Mats has just put on some fresh rubber, and Vilsek is struggling on those soft tyres. Mats is being respectful and making sure that he doesn't come into contact there, but he's going to have a far better run here. He's going to have DRS as well. Vilsek immediately chooses his line in the middle of the track, slightly to the right there. Who's going to brake later? They're going to brake at the same time, but Mats is going to take that lead over Vilsek. Now Tom is in the pit, and I'm going to jump back up to Stinson again, because he is about to catch Atomic, and Tommy, he is on the prowl as well. He is hunting these drivers, taking them out one by one here. Pushes Atomic slightly wide, left enough space though, nice and respectful, and Stinson has moved up yet another place. So as I said, Stinson's is only gonna, lose if he crashes out, and he did, but he's already fighting back. AJ is a bit far ahead, but Stinson is faster than AJ currently. It's all to play for right now. Going to jump down to YBN, who is currently tailing Atomic 2 as they're coming into turn 9. Can he get anything done here? It's a really tricky place to overtake. It's a really dangerous place to overtake too. You do not want to get too... Oh, it looks like these guys are ghosting into each other here, so I'll just skip past these two for now and focus on this Stinson-Tommy battle. Stinson's going to get a nice exit out of here as Jan's disqualified from the session, and Super Bounty is retired. Not sure what happened there, but Stinson has got a nice run all the way up to turn 2 here. He's still going to be benefiting from the DRS. He's going to brake a little bit later than Tommy, and he's going to stay ahead. But now Tommy is going to have the DRS. Let's see if he can fight back. Stinson has chosen his position to the right-hand side of the track. It does not look like Stinson is going to be able to battle. Tommy is going to be able to battle, sorry. No, it doesn't look like he can. And Stinson is now in second place. Now, he lost about 2 seconds in that battle. He was 6.8 on the last lap, and he's now 7.8. And before that, he was 5.5. So he's lost just over 2 seconds to AJ. But he is hunting him down now. And let's see if that gap can come down a bit. So looking a bit further down the field, we've got a car glitching quite heavily there. That's an interesting sight, and that's definitely going to make the gag reel there. Not sure what's going on with YP and Steven's car, or maybe Max's, I'm not entirely sure, but these guys are inside each other right now, so I'll leave that be. Simon is following Mason just under a second down the road, and we've got Mats following Izat as well, not too far away. The closest on track right now, apart from YBN, who Max has just overtaken, would be Simon and Mason. Now Simon's going to have DRS as he's just come out of turn 1 there. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Ooh, so it looks like there both these drivers broke a little bit late and they were being extra cautious. I think Simon could have looked down the inside if he wanted to, but he chose not to. But these guys are still glitching all over the place, so I'll leave them to it for now. Now, I think Mason is struggling quite a bit with these tyres, well, sorry, not the tyres, sorry, but the brakes. It might be his first time racing without ABS, as I mentioned in qualifying, and it does look like he's struggling a fair bit as, oh, Simon touches the inside of him. Let's hope he can keep it out of the wall. Yes, he can keep it out. No safety car, because he will still be able to get back on the track nice and quickly. He needs to be careful though, which he is doing. Well done there. And Stinson has taken out 1.1 seconds out of AJ's lead so far, and they're already halfway through the race. So, can Stinson do it, or can AJ stay ahead? Now, Santi is coming up to the back of Simon right now. Simon goes pretty wide, and Santi has just overtaken him. And so has Tom, actually. So it looks like Simon might be struggling a fair bit there, as we see a few drivers in the pits right now. Let's just see who has done their stop. So, actually, most of the drivers have. It's the top 5 that have yet to stop, as hasn't Santi and Simon. Everyone else has done their pits already. So it really is just going to be a pace battle towards the end of the race. But if it does rain, the last time it rained in one of these races, it was AJ and Stinson who were battling in quite heavy downpour in Spain. And AJ made a mistake and Stinson actually bested him. I think that was AJ's second loss of the season, because he also lost out in Baku when his wheel stopped working, unfortunately. So yeah, let's hope AJ has some more confidence in the rain today. And yeah, let's see what happens there. Now, Tommy has come out pretty close behind Atomic after his stop there. Atomic has also stopped too, as we see Leica retire from the race, unfortunately. Not sure what happened. Oof! That's very unfortunate there. I'm not sure what happened with Atomic exactly. I think he chose to come into the pits really, really late. And unfortunately, as you can see now, the rain is starting to fall. Atomic and Tommy had a huge incident there, and I think that was Atomic's fault. I'm not sure why he brake checked him so aggressively there, but of course we'll have to see what happened at the end of the race. But a lot of these drivers are in the pits right now, and they may be switching to the Inters. Let's just switch to the tyres and see what they're doing. YB and Steven is on the Inters already. It might be too early. I don't think the track is wet enough now, but it could change quite quickly. AJ and Stinson are still out on track. AJ extending his gap a little bit there. We've already had 3 drivers DNF, unfortunately. Well, actually 2 drivers DNF and 1 DSQ. I'm not sure what happened with Jan there. But this rain is coming down. It looks like it's coming down a bit stronger now as well. So I think it's still early for Inters, as we see 7 drivers go onto the Inters already. And it looks like 2 more are about to put them on as well. Let's see what Santi puts on. Rzowski is put on the Inters. So that's 8 drivers. No, Santi's kept the mediums on. Was Santi even in the pits? I'm not entirely sure. It said he was in the pits, but he may have he's put on fresh medium tyres. That's interesting. So I'm just going to look at, I was right on board with Steven just to see how he gets on with these Inters. It doesn't look like he's having too much trouble. He may have overheating issues after a few laps if the rain doesn't come down quicker. Stinson's taken out another second on AJ's time. Who's going to be the next to pit, and are these Inters the right decision? We just do not know yet. We have one driver going very wide. It's Mason who's on the Inters. It looks like he's struggling a fair bit here. Oh, as we see drivers go off the track here and into the wall. Mason is off, and one of the Renaults, I think that's one of the Renaults, followed him there. Oh, yes, one of the Renaults has gone off as well. I can't quite tell who it is yet, though. It's Santu's retired from the session too. So whose car was that that's just gone off the road? I think it might be... No, it's not YBN. I'm not sure whose car that is. It looked like a Renault, but I can't quite figure out because of my colour filter. It's AJ! AJ's out! Oh no, young Stinson has taken the lead and AJ is out. What on earth happened there? Was it AJ? Now, I hate to say I gave him the commentator's curse, but I think I may have cursed him with the rain. Now, we're just riding on board with Atomic for now, who is still on the medium tyres, and he's not doing too badly on them. You can see how he's getting a bit messy as he's coming out of the corners, but going into them is okay. I think it's just a throttle control problem that he has there. But AJ's gone out, so that means we have 6 drivers DNFing from this race already. While these cars are kind of going a bit slow, I'm just going to quickly check Discord to see if I can get any info here. Doesn't look like much is going on in Discord right now. I think people are just struggling in the rain. Wow, so much going on track, but there's still no safety car. There was a big crash on the exit, I think, on the entrance to turn 8, and there was still no safety car, as one of the Mercedes has gone super wide right now as well. That was Tommy. So that's Tommy DNFing from the race too. Tragedy at Austria. Yes, Lex, you are right. So much stuff going on here. Wow. So it looks like AJ may have had some contact with Mason. and Santu had contact with Tommy into the pit lane. So that has seen 7 drivers, or 6 drivers DNF and 1 DSQ. As we see Vilsek come into the pits to put on some fresh medium tyres, there are still 4 drivers out on track right now who haven't pitted for the Inters yet. So did these guys pit too early? I'm just going to have to do some Discord management whilst I'm typing, because a lot of these drivers are currently airing out their frustration in the chat. So let's hope they can keep it clean, and let's hope they can prepare themselves for the next race. They don't want to get too hot and too heated, because when you get too hot and too heated, the same thing happens to you as does your tyres. You cannot keep it clean on track. So let's make sure you do keep it clean, guys. Keep your heads cool. And let's see you in the next race. So we've got yellow flag in sector 2 as we see someone. Is that Steven? No, it's not Steven. Someone's coming off the track slightly there. But everyone is still on the track and is still back up to racing speed right now. So the track is currently fully green. It doesn't look like a lot of these drivers are struggling. We've got... Oh, who's that? It's Pitch. It's Wazowski. Wazowski has gone off the track on the entrance to turn 6 there. And Mason has left the session, but we should have him for the next race as well. Now, 4 drivers are still on the dry tyres. Jan is saying that his brake pedal failed. I think that must have had something to do with his disqualification then. Would like to know more if you can, Jan. Oh, as we see Rosowski struggling just to get into the pit lane here. I don't think he's going to want to go onto full wets. Oh, he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Let's see what tyres he's going to put on. Oh, Rosowski's retired from the session. Interesting. So, Stinson is still out ahead on soft tyres. Still not sure how he is doing this. He's not even locking up as he's coming into these turns. I honestly have no idea how Stinson does it. He's on a controller as well. How does he keep this consistency and keep up his pace at the same time? He's coming into the pits now. Stinson is into the pits. Now, will Max, Atomic, and Mats follow? Stinson is probably going to go on to Inters for the last 3 laps of the race. Max is so far behind as he's just coming into turn 9 now. He has put his car to the right-hand side of the track, so he is probably coming into the pits. Yes, he is. Is Atomic going to do the same, who has just gone through turn 8 there? He is positioning his... No, is he staying out? He's staying out. Wow, so Atomic is going another lap. I'm not sure he's going to be... He is going to be able to jump Max in the pits, actually. But will he be able to make it to the end of the race? He's going to have 3 laps left, 16, 17, and 18. Is he going to make it? I don't know. Oh, no, he's nearly hit the wall there. He touched the curb. You want to be careful of the paint here. It's so slippery. It has little particles of glass in it to make it reflective, and it's so easy just to spin your tyre on it that you need to be careful, as we see DRS being disabled, meaning it is now defined as a wet track. As we see Matt getting scruffy out of turn 3 there. I think both of these drivers have unfortunately pitted a little too late. Let's see if Max can take advantage of this and actually overtake them before they even get into the pit lane. I think he will be able to. You can see how slow Mats and Atomic are currently running. Atomic almost losing it and spinning there out of turn 4 into turn 5. Let's see how Mats does. He's coming up to turn 6 now. He is so slow. He is suffering heavily from understeer there. His car forcing him outwards. The problem is the differentials that these guys have set off the throttle are not going to be suitable for the rain, as Max has to swerve out of the way of Max there, and Max takes 2nd place. So well done, top 2, who made the right choice on tyres. As Max gets scruffy out of turn 9 there, can he keep it on track? Yes, he can. Let's hope he can finish the race clean here. Now, it is quite spread, so we're going to jump down to Simon and see how he's getting on. So he is on the Inters too. Vilcek is still on the softs. I think he's committed to just stay on these soft tyres. You can see him swerving left and right here, making sure he can keep enough heat in them so he can at least get some traction as he's coming out of the corners. But I think, yes. Oh, as we see Pitch Black spin. Where is he spun? Pitch Black has spun on the exit of turn 1. He's spinning again. He's spinning again. He needs to keep it on track. He has done, but he needs to be careful now. His rear tyres are going to be so overheated. He needs to just relax and cool them down as he spins again. He's lost an end plate there on his left side. He's lost his entire front wing, not just an end plate. He needs to make sure he can cool his tyres down and just turn your fuel down, turn your ERS down. It's still set to high. This is not what you want to do right now. Turn off your ERS and bring that car back to the pits. If Stinson manages to overtake you, then all you got to do is cross the line, my friend. But please, please, please slow it down and turn your ERS down. Now, looking a bit further up the field, we've got YBN almost closing down Atomic, but he just lost 2 tenths going through that corner there. I don't think he's going to be able to get it done here because they are on their final lap now. Stinson is just coming up to cross the line too as we see Vilcek in the pits. He couldn't make it, unfortunately, and he is going to put on Inters for the last lap of this race. And he is going to have to go all the way around the track as well, but we will jump up to Stinson, who is just coming up to turn 6 right now. Again, absolutely zero lockup. How is he doing it? So amazing to see this guy race so professionally. It's nice to have these types of drivers in OFR. We have lots of them. You all know who you are. So good job. So AJ is coming up to the line now. Sorry, Stinson is coming up to the line and he takes it. I'm so used to saying AJ, sorry about that. Max is going to be next as he's just come out of turn 8 there. Well done, Stinson. Another solid finish, solid win, and a great performance in the rain for you. Good job. Max has got really messy as he's coming into turn 10 there, but he manages to keep it on, and he will take a well-deserved 2nd place here. Well done, Maximus. Great job. Mats is going to be next, a little bit further down the road. He has Izat following him very closely, though, as Mats is still on the medium tyres. Now, you saw there was a bit of an incident there. It's kind of hard to say who was at fault there because Izat had better tyres. I don't think Mats should be on these mediums. And unfortunately, Izat and Mats came into contact there. But Izat's about to cross the line in 3rd place, almost stolen from Mats. We'll wait for the report there, guys. Well done. Well done, Atomic, with a solid 4th place. And well done, Stephen, who jumps Atomic because of a penalty that Atomic had. Mats is going to be next, limping these tyres all the way around. The only one to finish on the dry tyres. Well done, Mats. Solid 6th place there. And the final person to... Oh, no, we still got Vilcek and Pitch Black behind. So Tom is going to cross the line now. We unfortunately missed Simon crossing the line, but a solid finish there for you, Simon. I think you are ahead of all of the D2 drivers as well. So great work there. Vilcek is going to be the next driver. He's just gone through. Oh my goodness, the first corner. Oh, he's finished. He's finished. So it's just going to be Pitch Black here as they are coming up to the final corner now. Well done, Pitch Black. So, yeah, absolutely amazing race. We saw so many drivers DNF. Now, remember, the next race, which will begin in about 10 or 15 minutes, will be reverse grid. So all those guys you saw dropping out at the beginning will be at the front of the race. So make sure you do tune in. I'm going to stop the stream, but I will restart it shortly. So thanks for joining, guys, and I'll leave the standing screen open so you can have a quick look. Thanks, guys, and see you shortly.